Does anybody talk about how Mars retrograding in Aries triggers the shit out of you, Libra? Seventh house drama. It's also ruled by you. Aries is across from you, right? Sitting in the house that is generally for the collective ruled by Libra. It's a double whammy. Whenever a planet retrogrades or there's something heavy happening in one sign, I always look at the sign sitting across from it. When Mercury was retrograding in Scorpio, I was thinking about my Taurians. That's tough. Because you're not just triggered, you're triggered by people who are closest to you, who you want, whom you need, whom you care for. So you can't even bite their head off. Not that you normally would bite anybody's head off, but you know. Normally you'd rather not get upset. But with these people, and yet they seem to be stepping on your toes for the past few months. Everyone. They didn't mean it. They're going through their own stuff, but they're probably focused on themselves and how their stuff is affecting themselves. But it's affecting you too, on top of the stuff that you already have to deal with. You're not going to say anything, because you're classy. You hold your head up high. Even give a sound advice. Libra, it's almost over. The only trick is, what I'm sensing personally, what my intuition is picking up on, is that as soon as Mars goes direct on the 13th of November, that's when it will, because it will be less intense, it's almost like you'll be taking your foot off the gas of self-containment and self-control. And that's when you'll be more prone to lashing. Yeah, you're like, oh my God, everybody was so annoying, and this happened, and that happened, and this person was this, and this person was that, and I held myself high and mighty. Yeah, you did. Good job. But your worst triggers are not in yet. It's when things calm down. Between the 13th and the 20th-ish, I'll say, and this is just how I channel. This is my existential astrology. And if there are astrologers here who know that and agree to that, cool. Great. Happy to pick up on what is. And if not, I don't care. Astrology also is going through evolution and expansion and shift. Mars is also working on his own divine masculinity. Venus herself is working on her own divine femininity. We are evolving because they are evolving, and they're pulling us with them. So the regular ways of reading the charts and astrologies are not, they apply and they also not apply at the same time. Dear Taochis, astrologers, spiritual teachers, take note, sit with humility, and make sure you understand that your craft is also going through a change. Sorry, I'm going to keep like this look. There, now I'm good. If you're delivering messages between the gods and the mortals, make sure the messages are still the same messages and they didn't change their handwriting or pen or letter or moved to working on the computer from the typing machine. Everything evolves in our existence. Anyway, back to my point. Libra, express yourself. But note that mid-month until Saggy season, until the 20th-ish, see it as if for you Mars is still in retro and intense. Just saying. Things will be calmer again. But that's when you'll want to punch someone. Hey, I'm the first to relate. My moon is in Libra. What is happening? Oh, my phone was shaking the entire table. All right. Okay. Oh, hey. The Justice card. All right. Libra for November. Half the deck fell down. I'm telling you, you're going to have to practice your breathing. Messages for Libra. Cool, calm, and collected. Has anybody ever told you how pretty you are? You are. Oh, you know it. You were told. Message for Libra, please. Welcome to the Existential Shift. My name is Morgane. Thank you for being here. Whoop. Four of Pentacles. I'm working with the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. So, you've managed to attain a sense of security in your life, Libra, in relation to what you went through before that. But you will be guided to continue on the path, on your path, and progress and move forward and expand. But you will also be tempted to hold on to what you worked for so far now. No shade on what you've accomplished. It's really, really great, and it was wonderful for the time frame. But now it's time to move forward. Don't hold on. Don't be stubborn. Whatever comes next can be way better. But if you refuse, insist, hold on, things won't remain stable as they are right now. The star peeked at me from the bottom of the deck. There is still a dream to dream. Something that is soul-based. But you may have rounded up a little bit for the sake of balancing it with reality and stability. Really, really great. Really, really great. But now that you've attained a sense of groundedness, time to get back on the track of the dream from a place that is more secured and grounded and safe and wise. Yes. I don't think the dream has changed. Nine of Pentacles. There you go. Take what you've earned and what you've achieved and accomplished and the fruits of your labor and let them expand themselves. Let this be the start. There is so much more for you to achieve, to earn, to have. The highest possibility that you're seeing right now isn't the highest. Don't stand on the top of the mountain. Fly. I wrote that once. I actually wrote, don't stand on the top of the mountain, fool, fly. Something like that. Because that's not where it ends. The sky isn't the limit. There is space and there are other planets, and the metonymy and the micro of all of it is right here on planet Earth, where you can always grow further. Don't fear expansion just because you once fell. Of course you did. We all did. There's a phrase that say, fall 7 times, get up 8. It doesn't really make sense, because if you fall 7 times, you get up 7 times. If you fall 7 times and get up 8, it means that the 7th time you fell, you got up twice. But I'm just being mathematical, picky, and petty. Fall down 4, get up 9. 9 plus 4 of Pentacles, 13 Pentacles. Hey, Witch of Earth. Have any Earth placements in your chart? 3 of Wands. The cards are like, yeah. You are a manifestor in your nature. Work with the strong energies right now that are in Aries to really get out there and eat it all up. You have the means, or will soon have the means. What you know that you want, you're right. The vision, the direction, it's right for you. It's like you feel it. Some of you have been feeling it in your bones since childhood. And you've gone through a major journey in order to get to where you're at. But you're not entirely there yet. You're very close. Don't bail now. Don't be scared. Don't think, oh, maybe I've done enough. Or maybe that's the end of the trail for me. Nope, 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 nope. So much more to go. And I'm saying it with excitement. Libra, you want to devour the world. Go for it. Temperance. You can trust your inner balance. You've learned how to temper yourself and how to temper your environment. It doesn't mean that everything around you and within you is going to be perfect. It means you know how to deal. It means you know how to respond. You have developed massive levels of patience to a level of mastery, of alchemy. You're no longer tilted and fluctuating based off, seeing the different sides of things and seeing the other perspectives. It no longer confuses you. You're able to temper it all. And you just make it work. So trust it. If others can't see it because they haven't learned to temper the different energies and different polarities, that doesn't mean that you're wrong. It could mean that they're wrong. And don't get me wrong, if you're new to my channel, I don't kiss your ass or sugarcoat it unless you earn it. Here you've earned it. You've earned my flattery and compliments. I'm tapping into Libra groups that are very skillful, very accomplished possibly in your own field. 7 of Swords, very clever. You know how to dodge the bullets, especially if you're a feminine Libra. I feel like you really learned how to deal with toxic masculinity. You might be like a woman in a world of men, you know what I mean? And you've really learned how to communicate and behave in a way that, on one hand, doesn't trigger too much drama and conflict, but on the other hand, still maintains her dignity and will, power, and moves forward with what she wants to do. Is it fair that you have to work so much harder in order to please some egos and not let them sabotage you? No, it's not fair. The world is still not entirely fair when it comes to gender. It's getting there. The Divine Feminine is waking up. But right now, you're still at a point where you need to do it, and you learned how to do it. It takes a very skilled brain to be able to communicate so intelligently in a way that maintains the harmony and status quo, but also gets what it wants without lying. There's no lying here. This is not a card of deceit unless teamed with other cards to show for it. No. Strategy, mastermind, especially with temperance. Good job. Show me more for Libra. 5 of Swords. But things won't remain calm. Told you, warned you. From the 13th to the 20th-ish. You'll need to be mentally resourceful as to how you're dealing with people who have different views, different outlooks, but still the legitimacy to speak their mind. I don't agree with you, but I will fight or die for your right to say it. Another quote. King of Wands. I feel like there's someone you need to tiptoe around. You need to like kind of stroke their ego a little bit. That's annoying. And you know you can't afford to snap or to say whatever. You gotta be diplomatic and smart. And boy, do they challenge you. Show me more about this, please, for Libra for November. King of Swords. You'll face them with masculinity, with your masculine energy. You will communicate with them on the same level, and that is a mastermind strategist. Know thy enemy. I'm not saying they're your enemy. There might just be like a coworker or a boss or someone you need to, please in one way, shape, or form. You counteract them using their same method, frequency. There is some high level of diplomacy here and ability to work with people. I'm a very Queen of Swords. Very, very proud of you. Libra, now we have a true pair. Hey, love. Love's in the air. Literally in the air element. Everywhere I look around. Love is in the air. Oh, sorry. Okay. You might have been dealing with someone. Now we're moving into romance. You might have been dealing with someone that it was just not working. You kept having to count your words or tiptoe to not trigger them, whatever. And you tried, but it's like it never kind of vibed truly, fully. And here comes a new one, a different one, that you read each other. It's way easier. It's way more fluid. There's a natural understanding between the two of you and good communication. If it still works, this could be another person in the team or in the workplace that becomes your go-to for advice and for, to rant. You might be finding yourself, if some of you are in a relationship and you feel like your person doesn't understand you, and you have either a friend or a coworker that does understand you and gets you, and you think it's friendship, but it might be more than that. So be cautious with that a little bit. Just a little note. Chariot, where are you going? I see you making a decision this month to achieve something, to accomplish something, to win something. You might be competing in something, some sort of competition, where you actually have a really good chance to win with the Chariot here. But it can also symbolize the journey of the competition. Three of Cups, there is celebration. So it's either like good vibe, like you're doing it with people who, it's mellow, it's for fun. Maybe it's like a sports team or something like that. Or this can denote that you're winning and then celebrating. There's some sort of celebration for an achievement towards the last third of the month. One last card, please. Thank you. Six of Cups. You might be traveling to visit an old friend, or an old friend is traveling to visit you. Or you're deciding maybe you're not living far away, but you're living in the same space or area, and you're traveling together with a group of people, possibly a group of friends, or just, it's the holidays. Right. Thanksgiving is coming. This could be Thanksgiving. And possibly like hanging out with a group of friends, going somewhere, spending time in nature a little bit. This is a surprisingly mellow month for you, Libra. It's good. There's a sense of community, a sense of belonging, a sense of connectivity, a sense of where everybody knows your name kind of thing. And they're always glad you came. So many references in one video. Wow, what's going on? Anyway. Is there anything? I will continue this in the extended when it comes to love, but I just want to clarify this King and Queen of Swords for a second. Show me this King and Queen of Swords for Libra. Show me this counterpart for Libra for this month. Two of Swords. There is some sort of a connection in your life that you're not aware of its true essence. Ten of Cups. I think someone might have feelings for you and you're not aware of. This could be a childhood friend. If not, then it's someone that you thought were just friends, and then they come with like, hey, I might be feeling more. On the other side of things, there's also the possibility that you have feelings for a friend of yours or someone you're connected with, but they don't feel the same. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to continue this and check deeper into your mind space and heart space, your person of interest, mind and heart space, the dynamic between the two of you, how things unfold. We'll finish up with messages from the runes. It's your love extended. It's really big. You can find it over on Patreon and on Vimeo. I would love for you to check out Patreon and possibly join my community of existential seekers, seers, and shifters. Check out Tarot Masterclass if you want to study tarot from a Tarochi, genuine Tarochi. I created an Akashic Records library-ish kind of thing, an online course that teaches tarot, but also you go through a shamanic journey with me. It's 90 pre-recorded classes. You can rent or buy them separately, or you can rent or buy as a package. Do your thing, check it out. It's below on Vimeo. Follow me on Instagram, The Existential Shift. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. Press the bell button to receive notification. Comment your thoughts. I love to read you. Anything else? No? Oh, you can join as a member to my channel. $1.99 as reciprocation for, this. Oh, right here. What I just did. That's work. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'll see you in a second in your extended. I love you mucho. Mwah.